Alright, so we're just gonna give a few seconds for everyone to, file in as it happens.
Let me turn off my fan.
So, ignore that background noise. Alright, I just got a message from Pat on Snapchat. Listing. Alright, so stream is officially underway. So we're just waiting for the teams to file in, but the game tonight will be Raven versus Pharaoh. We just have a little bit of team issues going on right now with one of the teams. But this is the fourth game of the Summer Cup. I'm your host for the third time in a row, Loopy. Faux Loopy, ignore the F6 at the bottom, like always. Not gonna talk about that. And my co-host for the night is NHJJ. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm pumped. I'm ready for this game. I'm excited.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, looks like why he said to invite him to the party, but
Yeah, I know. I just seen it. I invited him.
yeah, I did too. Yeah, I did hear that. I think the party that he's in is open if you want to go hop in it. Okay. Well, good luck. Good luck. Well, get out. Just get. No, I'm kidding. I don't have to get out. Sorry about this weird circumstance, everyone. It's just, like I said, weird circumstances tonight. GLHF.
Very weird.
Well, it's a weird day. But we have schedules to keep, so everyone, as rule, have always been stated, have until 7:45 to get in here, or until everyone readies up. But the map tonight, if you can't tell already, is Bank. Now, before the stream, me and JJ were sitting in the party, and I was talking about how I really wanted tonight's match to either be on Bank or Villa, because I really wanted to see a bigger map tonight. And, well, obviously I got what I wished for. So with bigger maps, you obviously have a lot stronger of a roam presence. So operators like Jackal, Nomad, Gridlock are way stronger on the attacking side, and on the defending side, operators like Mozzie, Mute for the to deny some intel, Vigil, Cav for the roam game, etc. are all strong on defense. The bigger map allows for different strategies and a lot more different kinds of play. But which I am excited for. So I'm really excited to see the bans. So who do you think we're gonna see for a ban tonight?
Well, I would get rid of the Jackal. He has a lot of intel. You want those roamers to be able to roam without having to worry about getting tracked.
Jackal is definitely a solid ban. I'm expecting personally, because of some of the wider hallways, I wouldn't be surprised to see a gridlock band actually, especially with those smoke grenades in her hand, able to cut off lines of sight, get an easy plant down. Also very strong at post plant. If she has one of her track stingers left, she can put it right on the diffuser. Another ban that we might see is Hibana. Hibana's always a strong ban. Keep those hatches closed on Arsenal and open area if you are willing to play open area. Not a lot of teams are, but just hypothetically if you are. Those are always Hibana's always a strong ban, but so is Thermite, ironically. What about a defense? What about you, JJ? What are you expecting to see?
So defense, I would get rid of Thermite. Oh, you just said Thermite.
Well, I'm also talking about like banning a defender, not like not defense banning. Banning a defender. I understand where you're getting confused, but no, that's not what I meant. My bad.
I'm sorry, I'm just listening to you and I'm listening to the Twitch, so I just heard overlay.
No, I hear you. So who do you think that on defense will be banned, either by the attackers or by the defenders themselves? Who do you think will be banned on the side of defense? Echo, honestly, Maestro, Vigil.
It could go either way. Maestro's very strong. You don't want those Maestro devices to like get them, but it's either way.
Yeah, the Evil Eye is providing a lot of good intel. Also can see through the smoke, can shock the planter, etc., etc. Very strong. Echo, as everyone probably knows at this point, considering how often he's banned in ranked, but we're not going to talk about that, is a very, very powerful operator, and wouldn't be surprised to see him banned out. Another interesting ban might be a Kaid or a Thatcher, to maybe make some of that hatch play a little bit safer or harder, depending on what way you look at it, either from the defense or attacking side. Classic bans. Also goes to mention that tonight there was a poll, just like on every other match, but I don't know about the one game that I haven't casted the Summer Cup, but I know I haven't done this, but we are having this new prediction poll in the collective chat and the Xbox Discord, the NA Xbox Discord, and Raven won that vote by 66%, which is definitely looks they are going to be the favorites in tonight's matchup. So I don't know if they'll come out on top. I'm just expecting a good game, like always. That's always what I'm expecting for, is a good game.
Yeah.
But Raven, definitely the fan favorites of the night.
Now, have you seen either Raven or Pharaoh play yet?
I have seen both of them play actually, but not for a long time, and there's been a lot of roster changes. For example, I know that PJ Sprays is a really good fragger on the side of not Pharaoh, Raven, on the side of Raven. He's a very strong fragger. If you can't tell by the gamer tag, Thick is actually one of my really, really close friends and a former teammate of mine. He's a great support, good frag on his support op. He's a really good hard breacher. So I know a lot of these individual players, but I have not seen these particular teams play. I have seen Pharaoh and Raven play, but like I said, different rosters. So I'm glad. So with these new rosters, I'm excited to see what changes come out. And there's the Hibana ban, trying to keep those hatches closed. Very smart ban on the side of the defense. It's just easy to, ban her, keep the hatches closed. They only have 2 thermite charges instead of 3 Hibana pellets and 2 thermite charges. We still might see a Maverick though, so they might still be able to get one of those hatches open. And it will be a Montaigne ban, which means all anti-roam operators are on the field. I guess Montaigne is sort of an anti-roam operator, but Jackal on the field, Gridlock on the field, Nomad on the field, which on this bigger map, like I was talking about earlier, is super influential. So I'm interested to see if the attackers are going to take full advantage of that. And there will be that Echo band out, as we talked about, as well. The Montaigne ban, I definitely think, is the most interesting ban here so far. It's definitely
Yeah,
not one I saw
I
coming.
wasn't predicting it, and I didn't see that happening.
I'm curious to see who this last ban is going to be. Maestro.
Maestro.
So both of the hard anchor support ACOG site using amazing gun operators are taken off the board. That is extremely interesting. And this is the ban, just the bans in general, is making defense look really hard. I don't know if I would want to be a defender against this. This is a really harsh ban phase for the defenders. I really think it's gonna come down to the roamers. I really think that this game is gonna be won and lost on the roamers. We will be starting off in the basement unlocker CC, not surprising anyone in the slightest. We do not see though. Okay, we do see a Maverick. I'm just blind. Ignore me. But I also like to see this Mozzie, because like that anti-intel I was talking about on such a big map, taking away some of the attacker drones and having a Mozzie. If Mozzie gets his hand on a drone, able to counter drone the attackers, could significantly help those roamers. I definitely think it's a smart pickup here.
Yeah, Mozzie with those pests, it really does help.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
And that secondary shotgun, can't forget that. It's sort of not really talked about, but the ability to have that secondary shotgun to open up rotation holes or open up hatches, or it's just the utility of a secondary shotgun is honestly some of the greatest utility you'll ever get. Not a lot of people talk about that. And another interesting pick we see is the Clash. I don't know if you picked up on that, but I sure as heck did it at first. We do have a Clash being played.
No, I didn't.
Definitely an interesting and off choice, but teams that know how to play well with Clash. Clash can be an absolutely devastating operator. Another interesting fact, the defense is not bringing Amira, even though she was not banned.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked. Amir is a great person to play, especially when you're playing this map on this location, lockers. I'm shocked.
Oh, you tell me about it. This is also an interesting placement of the shield. A lot of times, it's not really easy to see because of the sort of way this is angled, but usually you see it in the doorway itself, not at the top of the stairs. It's sort of hard to explain what I mean. But so that's an interesting choice. Mozzie stealing a drone like we talked about. Blackbeard running a suppressed eagle. IQ gonna take very swift control of servers, but she's not, because the Clash is there to stop her and attract. It looks like there are 3 attackers in Dirt Tunnel at the moment. This could be disastrous, but it will be F6 Thick with the opening frag on to the Mozzie. That is going to be those counter intel drones. No longer used. The pests are still obviously in play, and they will continue to stop intel from being obtained, but Mozzie can no longer use those same exact drones as intel against the attackers. But Thermite is left on a very smidgen of HP, and if he's not careful, he could die to the wow, double, so a kill for Jaeger onto the IQ, but immediately refragged by the Maverick. Maverick going to be getting one of these hatches open, but he will be shot at through the hatch itself. That is the Legion fighting back. Not trying to give up this hatch. Trying to get started. This Thermite might go down to the Clash's shock. They need to back off. They need to back off. They can't deal with this Clash, the barbed wire, and the slow of the shield. They just can't deal with it. Push them somewhere else. It's like what it looks like they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Blackbeard runs in, but will hit a Legion mine, but he's very exposed. Has only 2 bullets left in his primary. He's going to actually pull out the gun and reload. Clash rotating, though. Already there. Blackbeard will get the frag onto the Legion at a very slim amount of HP. This Clash is honestly able to kill 3 out of 4 of the remaining defenders with just her gadget alone if they're not careful. Clash will be shocked a little bit, quarter health. And it will be flanked. What a kill for the Maverick. And it is all up to the Ella with the shotgun. But like I said, everyone is actually low except for 1 attacker. And that will be it. Maverick with a 3K. Amazing round by Heaven.
Yeah, great push. Great push by Raven.
Raven, absolutely. The clash definitely caught them off guard. I don't think you look at that round and say, yeah, they expected a clash. No, the clash caught them off guard, but they adapted, they got around it, they worked through it, and you know what? It worked out in the end. And that's all that matters. We will be seeing the Vigil come out, which is I definitely agree with, and the Mira. I agree with these. A Smoke, a Mira, and a Vigil all were not played last round. I agree with this switch up. These operators, especially with Vigil, and they haven't been bringing the Gridlock. They haven't been bringing the Nomad. They haven't been bringing the Jackal. They will bring the Jackal now. They will six to the Jackal off of the Buck, and Kaid will get sixed from the Ella.
Yeah. And the viewers out there, we want to know what you guys think about this game. Who you guys think we're gonna win? I love seeing what you guys predictions and everything like that.
Oh yeah, I'm always excited to hear that. Send anything like that our way. Send any love for any of the teams, for any of the players. If you have a favorite player, a cousin, a friend, a colleague, a lover, I don't know.
A lover.
Shout him out.
Shout him out. Do your thing.
Bomb located by attackers.
So it does seem like we're going to be seeing a pretty standard Mira setup here, which is understandable. Now, the Roam game. The Roam game got one frag last time, but then got immediately refragged and didn't really do much else. I would love to see the Roamers just stay alive for longer. Like, get a frag and run away. Get a frag, do some damage, run away. Just keep them on their toes, keep the attackers looking at their back. We do also have a Kaid with a beautiful angle being held with the pistol. Also, can I just talk about, personally, I don't know about anyone else, but that is my favorite sight in the entire game, hands down. That marksman scope is beautiful. The Mira will stand. The Twitch drone misses the Mira barely. That is very unfortunate for the Twitch player, but beautiful for the defense. That might just be the break they needed. Wow, very different round this time around. Server control already in the hands of Thermite. Mira getting very aggressive with her peaks, but Thermite not overly peeking too aggressive. And this could be dangerous for Mira if she peeks into it. And it will be a ping going out from the Jackal onto the Vigil. That is the Vigil down. That is, I believe, no, it is not their entire roaming. Jaeger refragging on to the Jackal. Now Jaeger can roam freely without any worry of pings, but it does look like he's getting into a fight with the Sledge. Sledge throwing a nade. Jaeger getting out alive, but he is trapped. Jaeger is trapped, but Sledge doesn't know where. Jaeger getting pinched from two sides, and it will be Jaeger taken out. That is both roamers taken out, but two frags from Sledge down. We cannot use those for barbed wire or anything of the sort. Twitch does still have a drone left. She wants to get rid of that Mira wall, and it's like what she's gonna try to do. Time to now bait out some of those smoke canisters. One is already out, and the plant going down. Do the defense know about it? And it will be a great C4 from the Mira, taking out the planter. That is Thatcher down. And that will be Mira taking out another with her beautiful shot of the Vector. She's getting aggressive, going back to her Mira, which is open now. The Twitch did successfully open the Mira, putting the pressure on her. But still, with only 2 attackers left and not a lot of time left, looks like they're going to try to go for a point. No C4 in the hands of Mira this time around, but there is one in Kaid, but Kaid is nowhere to be found, as well as a smoke. It looks like the plant will be going up, and this round all of a sudden turns in the favor of the attacker. All Sledge has to do is hold it. It is a triple kill for the Mira. This is what Mira will get the 4K. Beautiful play by Mira. And it looks like that was a record from what I can see. Kaid was going to go for the long flank. Beautiful round from the defense. They adapted. They saw what they did wrong in the first round, and they said, all right, if that's not working, we have this whole other strategy. I mean, they 180'd on the strategy. They swapped out 3 operators and swapped up pretty much everyone else. Like, no one was pretty much on the same operator they were the round before.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
And-
They definitely adapted and seen how strong they were on attacking and how they push. Definitely adapted to that.
Honestly, beautiful. I would love to see the same kind of adaptation now from Raven. They were like, okay, this push worked once, but it didn't work a second time. So maybe we should switch it up, and we do see a Zofia, which is a change. We had the Twitch last time, now we have a Zofia. I like this change. Zofia, beautiful op. They also, ironically, have a castle, which is countered directly by the Zofia, but it will be sixed off onto the Valkyrie, which they do also have an IQ. So I'm not so sure about that change. You saw the IQ, you saw the Zofia, you knew they weren't going to change the IQ for a sledge or anything like that. So I don't really know. Especially with the Pulse, IQ counters a lot of these gadgets. IQ is very strong against the Legion, the Valkyrie, and the Pulse. So I'm not really sure if sixing onto the Valkyrie was the best decision, but my guess is they have some form of plan for it. They didn't want to change that plan too much. They also do have the dock for the ACOG support. What do you think of that?
But I'm not seeing a
I think
mirror.
that
I'm very shocked. They had a
have
great
located a
push
bomb.
with that mirror, so they should have kept it.
I agree that Mira player was very, very strong on that operator. And there are a few places that you can run Mira, especially depending on the way you hold it. If you're going to hold open area, you can put some mirrors on these walls to hold kitchen and this doorway, and then just have your teammates watching this back hall. Like, it is totally doable. There are definitely good ways to use Mira on this map, on this site, I mean. And I agree. The Mira player was just so comfortable with that vector in hand. I don't think I would have taken them off of it. They're clearly hot. That is Doc gonna go for a spawn peek with the overheal, so no health lost, but a bit of utility used. A bit of utility used, and nothing lost on the side of the attackers except some bullets. Which, obviously, a dime a dozen. Drones starting to go out, get this roam game under wraps, but it does not look like they have any roamers, at least not any vertical roamers.
Attackers have dropped the
They do have one horizontal roamer in the form of Jaeger playing it open, but they do not have any vertical roamers, at least at the moment. They might go for a late rotate. Never mind, as I speak about that, Valkyrie does indeed rotate upstairs. It almost gets back. A beautiful shot on the Jackal. It does take off a little bit of his HP. Jackal not really sure exactly where he is. Let's hop on with this. But she is tracked now, so let's hop on with this Valkyrie, see how she deals with the pressure. That is going to be the last ping. Now, where does she go? That's the real question. Where does she go? Beautiful shots by the Valkyrie, taking out the Thatcher. That is an early frag for the defense. That's what they needed, and a good opening frag like that. But the Jackal is still on the board. And there's more pressure coming in, and that will be the Jackal taking out the Valkyrie. That is an even trade. But it will be Jaeger with another refrag. And 2 for Jaeger, taking out both the Thermite and the... Oh, but Thermite will be saved! So the IQ is dead, but the Thermite will be saved. Couldn't finish. That is Diffuser back in hands of Raven as well. As well as Thermite being picked up, which is so influential on this site. There's so many walls that you want to open. Zofia being forced to use her impact nades on the ground to open up some of the floor, try to get some good angles. But it is a 3v3 with with an operator on each side of the board pretty low. But that will be the C4 dead in hand. Unfortunate. It is now a 2v3. If Thermite can get downstairs and open up a wall, this could be a plan.
And once they take control of the second floor, it's kind of a done deal.
I agree. This site is very open up, especially with, but Jaeger's not using not Jaeger. Jackal's not using a secondary shotgun to open up some of those floor, open up some of that floor, which I think is a little bit of a misplay. But Sophia trying to be sneaky, a little bit of Legion Mine, but it will work in the end. What a play by Sophia! Sophia snaking around. That was phenomenal. And the
that was.
Will go down right
I liked
there.
that play.
Bye. That was a great play. Always gotta hit him with the weird plays, because Legion flipped around when the Legion mine went off, but he was shooting at crouch/standing level. He wasn't expecting the prone, and then Sophia was able to capitalize on that. Excellent attack.
Staff room. Okay, open area. Okay.
Interesting. So they are going to. It looks like they are going to fully abandon. They're going to fully abandon, and it's. Is it going to be a rehost? So the rules state they have until the end of the prep phase. Disconnect if they want to rehost. Otherwise, they must play a 4v5.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
And it does look like it is indeed going to be a rehost. And a TK. And a TK. It's a little bit of fun there. Alright, well, everyone just bear with us while we just quickly get this rehost going.
Yeah, and I'm loving the predictions you guys have in chat and the Twitch stream. Loving it.
What are we seeing, by the way? Lay it on me. What are we seeing there?
It's right now it's 50-50. I'm seeing a lot of Raven, I'm seeing a lot of Pharaoh, so it's really 50-50 right now.
Like I said earlier, at least in the predictions at the beginning of the match, 66% of you guys were voting for Raven, so I mean that seems about right. Now I'm just gonna get some of these players back in here.
Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I know I am. What about you, Loopy? You enjoying it?
Oh, I am absolutely enjoying this. Like I said at the very beginning of the stream, I don't know if everyone heard it, but I was talking about the fact that I really wanted to see one of the bigger maps, either a bank or a villa, and well, we got bank, so I mean, I can't really complain. I'm excited to see the bigger map. So the bands were, if I remember correctly, they were Monty. It was Monty, Habana, Echo,
Maestro, and Echo. You're correct.
And then we had first round was downstairs defense, but it was a blue win. Then it was downstairs, and it was an orange win. Then it was, if I remember correctly, Tellers, and it was a blue win. Correct? It was an attack win.
It was a orange win. It was blue, orange, blue.
Yeah, blue, orange, blue. Okay, perfect. And then they were on open area. I don't know if we're doing a same site, same height, same ops. I don't know if we're doing that, or if we're just gonna do a full rehost and you want to change something, you can type thing. Or honestly, I'm not sure.
I didn't get a message, so I think it's just a regular rehost.
Yeah, no, it wasn't anything too major, so.
Yeah. I'm loving the push that Raven has. They're really strong on just pushing. Just rushing.
Yeah, no, their pushes when they do get aggressive, you're right. When they do get aggressive, their pushes are very strong. They trade each other out very, very frequently. If one of them falls, there's almost always someone there to grab the refrag. Even on that play where Jaeger had the thermite down and killed the IQ, Jackal was able to turn around and save the thermite. Like, they seem to have a very good coverage of each other, which is great to see. Absolutely agree with that. But at the same time, I think that Pharaoh has had very strong defenses. I mean, just that Mira alone on the downstairs site that they won was unbelievably strong. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, everyone is in. Now we're just going to wait for the final go-ahead from Pharaoh to ready up. I am excited to see where the rest of this match goes, because I think if Raven can keep the pressure, like you said, I think Raven can easily take a win on the side of defense, maybe like a 4-2, 5-1 type of split. But I think if Pharaoh can do more of what they did on that one basement defense, I think that they could take the advantage 4-2,
Yeah. And I feel like if they know that they're rushing, then trap operators are going to save them in the long run. They're going to slow them down and they're going to be able to pace it out.
I would love to see some more trap operators, like I would love to see a sixth pick to like a Capkin or a Frost, like one of those kind of lesser pick trap operators.
Yeah.
Not an Ella, not a Legion. I would love to see a sixth pick to one of those to try to catch them off guard and maybe slow down that aggressive push. Because even if you drone them out, you're all of a sudden going to be like, oh crap, they have a Frost. We need to be a little bit more careful of that. Or oh crap, they have a Capkin. We need to be aware of that. And if they don't be careful, obviously Frost can lead your team to 3 easy kills. If you're not careful, so.
Oh, it just takes going through a window and hitting one of those frost mats just to ruin your day.
Balek! Malek! Alright, we are seeing the open area again. We do see Elmo back on the Mira, which I'm excited to see because they were so strong with that Vector in hand. I am definitely excited to see this. As well as the Kaid is returning. The Kaid's gadget did a lot of impact in the last defense they won. The gun themselves on Kaid didn't do a ton, but the gadget was very influential. Kept those hatches nice, securely closed. Because they had no Maverick. So
yeah,
gadget did a
but
did a
I'm
lot
just
of
not
work.
seeing those trap operators.
No, I'm not seeing the trap operators, but I would like to see. But we do see the Vigil, which I do agree with on the strong roam game, especially on something like this site. You really kind of need to try at least as long as you can fight the attackers from taking this room, because if they can take stock exchange, whatever you want to call it, if they can take this room, that's a lot of power and intel that they can get through that floor.
10 seconds remaining.
I agree.
Especially if I remember correctly, yes, Twitch does indeed
5 seconds
have
left
breaching
before
charges.
insertion.
So that's a lot of floor that could be ripped up between the Zofia and the breaching
Attackers
charges.
objective is
And
to
breaching
defuse the
charges
bomb.
on Thatcher, as well as the secondary shotgun from Jackal. If they get control of stock exchange, they can absolutely rip up that floor and get a ton of good angles. So I do like the Vigil play. You know, try to keep it held back as long as possible. I like the shield placement here. Still has both does still have both Artillas in hand, but he's gonna put one on the hatch. I wonder where he's gonna put the other one. Because Hibana is banned, so there's not really a use for one to be put onto the Mira. And an opening frag by the Zofia onto what is I believe the Pulse. Oh, there is no Pulse. I was onto the Jaeger Iron.
Oof.
Zofia taking very good advantage of her gadget right now, opening up a very strong angle onto this Mira, forcing her sort of into a corner a little bit. We do see a little bit of fighting upstairs, probably into that stock exchange room, like I said, trying to keep that, but he will be tracked. So he does have to hop downstairs and will be forced off. And Mira will take out the Zofia. Like I said, once again, just Elmo with the Vector in hand is just a threat to behold. And it will be the Vigil getting one and lighting up the Thatcher. It was a Jackal too. He did pick off the Jackal. Does he not hear the thermite charge going off behind him?
No.
Apparently not. He could have easily stopped that. And it will be a good pinch onto the Vigil by Sprays. Good dealing with the roamer. It is now a 3v3. Okay, what a play by the Mira. Let me reclose the window to cover my own back. I like it. It's not normal, but I like it. The attackers do seem to have stalled out a little bit. They are getting drones into sight. I think that's the first step in trying to figure out where to push and how to poke and prod. But there is still one off-site, and it is the Kaid. And if they're not careful, if he rotates slow enough, that is Mira Zofia. Wow, Mira C4 down, but Mira will fall as well to the Thatcher. This is looking very good for the attackers at the moment.
Yeah.
Bandit getting a good kill on Twitch. Twitch is down. Thatcher drops into sight.
15 seconds remaining. Bomb diffuser has been
And that is the
dropped.
Thatcher going to go down to the C4. It is all up to Thick
10
in the
seconds
Thermite.
remaining.
But it will be taken out. Bandit with a solid 3K from Office. What a play by him. Absolutely wonderful play by the Bandit there, holding out. Just phenomenal play.
It was definitely in the attacker's favor at first, but then the defense pulled it through. I'm very shocked.
Yeah, absolutely. The defense was able to just kind of keep their wits, hold their angles, and win their fights. That's, I mean, I'd love to be in that. Like in those types of situations, I wish we could like had a way to like listen in, because I would love to hear some of those calls that are being made.
Yeah.
All right, we're going lockers, and we are once again bringing the Mira, but we are not putting it on Elmo, which I don't necessarily agree with. So I have not seen Fire and Ice play Mira, so I do not know. I cannot say how their skill is, and we are bringing a Capitao this time, which I think is also interesting on the side of attack. But they do have Elmo on the Mozzie this time around. But with how influential he's been on
Attackers
the
need to
Mira, I'm
locate
just not
and
sure if
defuse
pulling him
bombs.
off of that op is the right call. But I'm
Yeah.
assuming they have some form of plan.
I always want to hear their communication, how the communication goes.
Well,
Attackers have located a bomb.
I would love to hear. These, you know, some of these teams have. I mean, I love playing. I love playing with people from Collective, just like in ranked or whatever, because every once in a while someone will say something, and I'm just like, "What is that call?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we call this this." And I'm like,
Attackers have discovered the
I call
location
this
of a bomb.
like this, like just interesting. Different teams have different calls, have different
10 seconds.
strategies.
Yeah.
I think certain things are. It's very interesting. It's been a fun. It's always a fun experience
5
when I play
seconds
with
left
people from
before
Collective.
insertion.
If you haven't done
Or
it, you know,
people
I
call like
definitely-
it like corners,
Attackers
or
are
like I
heading out
can't
to
really
defuse
say it
the
on
bomb.
Twitch, but the B corner. I'm like, what is the B corner?
Yeah, I know. Yep, that's the call. I know a lot of corners that use that call out.
I'm like, what is that?
It's always fun. It is. I'm always down to play if everyone wants to. I'm always down to play.
Oh, of course, me too. I'll play with anybody.
While it's you know a little bit lull and just doing their drone due diligence and whatever. One Jackal ping, it does go out onto the Legion, pretty, but sitting on site, so not super influential. But opening frag from the Thermite, Fragmite coming out, and that will be the Jaeger taken out very early yet again. And another frag from, what was that? It was sprays on the sledge in sight, and that was on the Kayi. One of the anchors is down. Capitao easily cut off rotation to the site. Sprays another one kill from Garage. Sprays doing absolutely a lot of work for his team right now. Legion barely getting away with his life there. Another one. And it is all up to the Mira, but Mira gets two. Mira gets one, I'm sorry. And down one, kills one. C4 going out. Will be a good C4. And it will be, barely gets, the Capitao bolt will be the end of her if she touches that. All comes down to this. 1 HP in a dream, 1v3. And it will be the Capitao from behind taking out the Mira. And it now go 3-2 in the favor of the attackers. I think we might see a split. I do. I think that Pharaoh
it's like
will
neck and
adjust,
neck.
and I think we're gonna see a split. I think we'll see a split.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling not only a split. I'm feeling overtime. I'm feeling the overtime.
You think so?
I do. There's that Capkin that you and me wanted to see so badly, but I would love to see them sixth it, not pick it. I want them to sixth onto it, or maybe they're gonna sixth off of it and be like, yeah, worry about me, but I'm actually not gonna be here. Type thing. Maybe force a IQ swap. Maybe force someone to swap to IQ. Does look like he is gonna stick it though. I do like this lineup.
And attackers really aren't using their 6 picks, I've noticed.
I have noticed that as well. Well, as you say that, both teams are going to use their 6 picks. Mozzie to smoke, which I think is a good pick, and well, the biggest bamboozle of them all, the Twitch to the Twitch. Never saw that coming.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
I don't know how
any
Pharaoh.
bombs
I don't know
they
how
can.
Pharaoh will adapt. I am full of just bad jokes, everyone. If you don't know me.
Attackers have located a bomb.
It's like dad jokes.
They're loopy jokes. That's what I call them.
Bomb located by attackers.
I can see that.
So, you know, a little bit not on the focus on the game while we're just seeing some prep. Today you got a promotion if I remember correctly.
Yes, I did. Great for you to bring that
And
up.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. So JJ here is now a
Attackers
fellow
are heading
community
out to
manager
defuse
with
a
me.
bomb.
So you will be seeing a lot more from us hopefully soon.
Yes, I'm excited.
We'll have some good ideas for you
Duos
guys.
in crime.
Duos and crim. Never forget. Never forget. Duos and crim. Never forget. Bandit on the drone, but he is unknown. He is turned up by the Thatcher. And if they get an aggressive push on him, this could be disastrous for the Bandit. Let's see how he adjusts. And it will be an opening frag for Bandit onto the Jackal. This is the type of break they needed, but it will be immediately traded back by the Twitch. But it doesn't matter. The Jackal is down. If they have another roamer on the field, if Capcan is not roaming, does not look like they do have another roamer on the field. But if they do have someone go for that late flank, maybe that that late roam, or even just the Capcan on the stairs here, if the Jackal doesn't ping them, they might not know that they're there. This could be the break that Pharaoh needed. Twitch going in. Probably going to try to take out some of those mirrors. And this hatch getting open. They did not have Akaid this time. And it will be the Mira being open. This is looking extremely well for the attackers at the moment. Now they seem to get the wall open. Capital here to cut off some of the rotations like he did last time. Doc coming out yet unscathed somehow from a volley of bullets from the Capital LMG.
That was gnarly.
I don't know how he did that. Oh my god, it is going to be a little bit of a potato fight between the two. But Sprays will win out with the howdies. The Capital bolt going up, but no one planting. And it will be howdied back by the Doc. They do not know the plant's going down. This plant is safe. This is definitely in the attacker's favor now. All they have to do is hold this diffuser, have someone watch flank. Mira is unbelievably low. Just have someone watch the early flank from upstairs. Doc not going for it. Doc going to go for instead for the heal. Give Mira a little bit more health to work with. And it will be Capital on hatch. We'll take out. But Mira will trade it back. And it's all up to Mira once again. In a 1v2. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me.
Attackers need to protect.
The attackers are not going to peek anything they don't have to. And it will be an easy attack win for. And there it is. A 4-2 split on the attacking side. The ball is now in Pharaoh's court on this attack. They need to win this attack.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how their attacking goes. I've seen the defense. I'm ready for the attack. Let's see if they push like Raven, and let's see if Raven can hold it down.
I mean, I think it really comes down to, like I said, I think that when you really break it down, if the roamers are taken out early in the round, the defense can't hold. That's the way it's been seeming so far. Like I said, with those huge hits to the anchors from both the Maestro and the Echo being banned out, this match is seeming to be won and lost by the roamers, by the roam game.
Yeah.
I think the only exception is the Mira getting that 4K on downstairs on the second time they defended the basement. I think that is the only time that the round was won by the anchors. I think every other time that defense has won, it's been won by the roamers.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So I'm interested to see how they can hold it. Raven taking the Mira immediately, not even giving a single round without the Mira.
Attackers have located a bomb.
You have to remember that Pharaoh did open up with a clash instead of a Mira. which almost did work for them. I have to admit, the Clash was very influential in that round, but they couldn't seem to hold it. We do also have a Valkyrie and a Pulse for some good intel, and they don't seem to have an IQ to counter them, as well as a Legion.
10 seconds to
So
go.
this is looking to turning out to be a very strong defense.
5 seconds
They do
remaining.
have a Jackal though to take out those roamers. Whoever's roaming, I'm assuming it's going to be either
Attackers are
Jaeger or
heading out
Valkyrie,
to
because a lot of
defuse the
times
bomb.
Pulse on this site will play in Gold Vault.
Loading full mag. Time for some home improvement.
But instead, it looks like Pulse will be roaming.
Cam in position.
Let's hop on with Pulse for a little bit. See how this roam game is going to look.
Now you
Jaeger is indeed going to roam with him. Looks like they have 3 roamers off-site at the moment.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Activating drone.
I don't agree with it. I can tell you that. They definitely droned out this Valkyrie. It is a very dangerous position for me to hold it. But she will. If there wasn't a wall there, that droner, whoever was droning there, was dead. I just want to point that out. Let's see. Oh, on the skylight. I was like wondering, we're trying to figure out where he was. Oh, and he will see the Valkyrie, but can't do anything about her running away. It's just unfortunate timing by the Thermite pulling off, of course, at that exact moment. Thatcher does take blue stairs from this time from the other end instead of pushing in through skylight, pushing from below.
Disabling electronics.
Looks like they're gonna try to ignore the roamers. Ash will tag the Legion.
Some serious drywall work coming up.
Changing mag!
They are getting the wall open. This round going very quick instead of the slow, methodical pushes that Raven were doing. Maybe not slow and methodical, but definitely long pushes. But they're going right for the site, not worrying about the roamers whatsoever. But they're going to try to go for the plant this early on in the round. But they still have a ton of utility ready to stop this. They have Mira and her C4 just waiting. Just wasting time at this point. And Sprays will get an opening
Attackers
frag
dropped the
on
diffuser.
the side
Attackers
of
recovered
the
the bomb
defense,
diffuser.
on the roam. But that will be the Valkyrie falling to the Jackal, which is still a problem. The plant going down. Mira will be killed trying to throw her to C4. This looks like a free plant. This looks like a free plant for Pharaoh.
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser.
And the Legion goes down to the Thatcher. Absolutely. C4 does indeed catch Ash, but it doesn't matter. It's too late. The plant is already down. But Jaeger will grab one. That is a double kill for Jaeger. Now a 2v2. They are slowly but surely pulling it back. Pharaoh being a little too aggressive on this defusal section. Forced to his pistol. But Jaeger will be forced down. But it doesn't matter. It's a 1v1. You don't have time to pick up your teammate. But it will be the Thermite who holds out. But actually, I do think
Wow.
it was a 4K that round. I do believe it was a 4K. Might have been a 3K. But excellent round by the Thatcher.
Yeah, very excellent round. I'm loving the hard push that Pharaoh had. They definitely rushed him, gave him a run for their money. Told them that they were still in this game.
They ignored the roamers, which is on a map like Bank, unless you have like a Gridlock, a Nomad, and 3 Claymores watching your back, you don't ignore the roamers. It's just such a big map. The roamers are so influential that unless you have the right setup for it, you don't ignore them. You deal with them. But they were like, okay, we can't track them down. They're being too slippery. If they want to be that far away from sight, we'll just take sight. And it worked. And can't argue with results. You can't argue with the results.
Mm-mm. And no
Attackers
6 picks,
locate
okay?
and
I'm
defuse
shocked.
bombs.
This match has just been overall very full of shocks, I guess. I don't really know. Very shockful.
Very shocked.
Is that a thing? Is that a proper terminology?
I mean, I'm digging it.
I'm not what they call a pro-linguist.
Pro linguist.
You know, funny story that I probably shouldn't put out there, but I'm gonna anyway. I was working one day and I was talking to a customer, and I was struggling with English so bad, like I do. The woman finally said to me, "It's okay, honey. I understand English is a hard language to
5
learn."
seconds left.
And I just sat there like, wow. Okay.
Attackers objective to
All
locate a
right.
bomb and
I mean, we say it all the time in collective chat. English is definitely a hard language.
attackers
Oh, it
have
is
located
definitely a hard
bomb.
language, but it is also my only language. So the fact that they didn't even think it was my first language is a little hurtful. Mira will be saved from the Twitch drone. Very good play by the defense.
Reloading!
Ray's holding up some angles
Bomb
from
is
above.
located.
Can't seem to get through the floor quite yet. There we go. I know the angle you're trying. I'm about to say, yeah, you gotta go a little bit. There you go. I know this angle. You got the sprays, I believe. Not a lot of ACOGs in the side of defense this time. Because they're missing, unless, if Jackal has one, yeah, so 3 hollows and 2 ACOGs. Interesting.
Very interesting.
But we do have the Doc on the side of the defense rocking the ACOG. And once again, it seems that Pharaoh is just going to ignore the roamers. And I think this time the roamers need to capitalize on it. Jackal will miss a lot of shots, and it will be finished off by the Vigil.
Attackers recovered the
They do have
diffuser.
one flank watching. Vigil, I don't know if you're aware of that. No, he is not, but that will be Twitch winning out that gunfight. Oh, Twitch from behind winning out that gunfight. Never mind, I thought it was the one holding it. I thought it was the thermite, but it was not. Capitao going to be cutting off the rotations, and they're going to go for a plant. And that is Twitch with another kill. Twitch with a Twitch with a quad. All Twitch needs is one more for the ace.
Reloading, cover me!
She did not reload her primary. I don't think she realizes that.
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser.
And it will be Fire Knights with the ace to tie it up 4-4. Pharaoh refusing to sit down and take it. Absolutely stunning round by Fire
Absolutely
Knights.
stunning round.
That Twitch with the hollow sight, that's all you need. Just the F2. It's just the F2. I don't know what else you want.
Wow.
But very good use of utility overall from Pharaoh. Obviously Twitch just kind of was just winning her gunfights, but very good use of utility. The Capitao was used correctly. It's just very good round overall. Very good round.
Very good round. I'm loving the back and forth.
Absolutely. The attack doubling
Attackers
down,
need to
I'm assuming,
locate
on what is
and
going to
defuse
be the let's ignore the roamers type strategy, and they're bringing a nomad. But at the same time, they have learned their lesson, and they are not
Attackers have
going
discovered the
basement.
location of a
Raven.
bomb.
They're like, okay, you lost there twice, let's move on. And I agree with that. I think that is the smart decision. Let's try tellers, and maybe we can make something work there. Now, we do have a Vigil, and we do have a Valkyrie, and we do have a Jaeger. I do expect to see a fairly heavy rope
10
presence
seconds
upstairs,
remaining.
because as you and me talked about on Pharaoh's defense, Raven's attack,
5
if you get
seconds
control of the upstairs of this site, it is very hard to hold it.
Yeah.
Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
Reload!
Good drone spot from Coyote, taking that out. Don't want to let the attackers have any intel, if you can avoid it. So it's interesting that Vigil is going to be a horizontal roamer and Valkyrie is going to be a vertical roamer. They can't help each other. They can't really help each other with like this. And that will be the Valkyrie taken out very early, and that is their only top floor roamer. That is... If they drone this out, Pharaoh, this should be a good take for Pharaoh. How many? Oh, let's see. How many nomads are used? She still has all 3 air jabs. This is looking very good for the attackers right now. It just looks like Pharaoh was a little bit shaky on defense, but their attack has been
Strong.
phenomenal
Very,
so far.
very strong.
A bomb has been
Oh,
located.
absolutely. If I'm Raven, I'm sweating a little bit. I don't know how I feel about that that nomad movement. That's a little bit. I don't know if that'll. I honestly don't know if that'll work.
Yeah.
Push taking from lobby. Very aggressive push. The Vigil is still around and about, but he's in an open area when the push is coming from lobby. And that will be another frag from the Thermite, but it will be refragged by the Legion. Legion holding down this site perfectly, hiding under the table. Diffuser is down, and that will be the Vigil finally making it in, making his presence known. And will be being watched from the hatch, but he doesn't know that. Nomad trying to deal with this Vigil right now. Vigil, she thinks that Vigil is in kitchen, but he's not. She hops back on drones. Capitao will get one, but is extremely weak. But that will be another kill for Coyote. He has to get back into sight. He is afraid. They are afraid. All it takes is plant is going down.
Planting.
Twitch nowhere to not really. What a shot by Fire and Ice! Once again, showing that that they absolutely indeed can use that. Sprays, forcing the 1v1. He pulls off the plant. Not a lot of time left. Starts the plant again. Doesn't stick it. That wall's not open. Sprays.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
Let's get the plant down. Good use of the utility from the Capitao. What a pre-fire from the Capitao! Using that full power of that LMG. Using the full power of that LMG. Take all my bullets. Take them all. That was a very close round.
Very close round. You know what? Pharaoh's just letting Raven know that they're not backing out, they're not backing down, and they're here to play.
Oh, absolutely. And Fire and Ice's performance on the Twitch has just been extraordinary. And they will be bringing the Finka, trying to force this game point, this match point. Not even game.
I'm just not seeing the
point.
trap operators. They know they're gonna push. They know they're hard with the push. Why aren't they bringing the trap operators?
I do like this Lion push because the roamers have been a pain. But the thing is that Coyote's been roaming with Vigil, and Vigil is immune to Lion's gadget. So I'm not really sure if that's the smartest pickup, but it does affect everyone. Whereas, you know, Jackal you can only track one person at a time.
Defuse as many bombs as they can.
Yeah.
They're going to try colors again. See, if I was them, I would probably go to somewhere like CEO or maybe even open. But I would try to keep them on their toes, change things up. But they're gonna try open again. They did have overall a good hold on the site. It just came down to Pharaoh winning their gunfights. Is really what it came down
Attackers have
to.
located a bomb.
Yeah.
You can stop worrying about grenades now.
10 seconds left.
Again, we do see him chilling
5
in
seconds to go.
we just see him chilling in an open
Attackers are
area.
moving to defuse a bomb.
The wall's been reinforced.
I think Raven just has to
Now-
chill out and have good communication. And I mean, it's 4v5. They can still get this.
How's it 4v5? Oh, 4-5. Okay, I get what you're saying now. 4-5, the score.
Yeah, the score.
Now you're thinking with your brain. now I'm thinking with my brain. I like this positioning by the Rook in this corner. It's sort of an underused position, if you ask me. I know that sounds really weird, but I really feel like it's an underused position. So I like the fact that we see it. Vigil getting caught out early on by the Capitao, but Capitao also coming away with not a lot of health. So, I guess it's a even trade, but not really, because losing a Vigil that kind of early on in the round is just a huge blow to the defense.
Yeah. Great roamer gone.
Absolutely. Not only a phenomenal roamer in the operator of Vigil, but a phenomenal roamer in the hands of Coyote. Coyote's been having a great game with with not Legion, wow, Vigil. I don't know what that spray was, but okay, Lion, go off. We do still have sprays on the Jaeger inside of open area.
Target located. Incoming. Adrenaline boost.
Trying to get some above through the floor kills. Gonna push, and that will be Twitch getting another frag, and Twitch is in sight, but she has a Legion in her leg, and oh,
Attackers have
okay,
dropped
this
the
is
bomb
just a
diffuser.
very aggressive push. Jaeger will
Attackers
take out
recovered
one.
The bomb diffuser. The attacker's bomb diffuser
He's
has
trying.
been
Jaeger trying
dropped.
to put the whole round on his back right now. Oh, what a frag by
Attackers
Valkyrie
have
with
recovered.
this Eagle. One of the most satisfying sounds.
Activating.
Vigil, I mean not Vigil. Fire and Ice. We'll take out another one. Plant. I mean diffuser now in the hands of the Capitao. Gonna go for the plant right by the copy machine. That is Twitch down, but if Finka still has another boost, she does not. But that will be Finka getting the last kill of the round. Very good round. Just overall, very good attacks from Pharaoh. Very aggressive, very dominant, very I'm gonna push you and there's nothing you can do about it type of play style. Especially by Fire and Ice on that Twitch. It has just been running rampant.
And if I'm correct, it's match point.
It is indeed match point. Here's your scoreboard for everyone. We do have a little bit of a top heavy on both sides. We have sprays with 9 for Raven, and we have Fire and Ice with 12 for Pharaoh. So a little top heavy for both teams, but it is okay to have a top heavy player as long as the rest of the team is supporting you. And I will say overall, both teams have had a lot of support from their teammates. So it's one of those moments where that kind of top heaviness is okay. Obviously, you wish that everyone on your team had like 7 kills. That's always the dream, isn't it? 1 kill a round, 7-0.
Yep.
That's the dream. But it's not in all actuality.
Attackers need to locate
The funny thing is, I just
as many bombs as they can.
that you don't see it. So dreams are dreams, not reality. Sadly, in this scenario.
Sadly.
But don't let your memes be memes. Don't let your memes be dreams. Wait, why? Backwards.
Oh my god, you
Lordy.
kill me.
We are gonna try the basement for one last swan song. If Mir's not careful, I don't know if he saw it. He just drove.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Right, is literally right there, waiting.
Right?
5 seconds to go.
She's not even. She's so confident. She's literally not even watching her own drone to keep the light off of it. And there it is. Fire Knife getting away with it and getting the ADS. She gets both mirrors open.
Both.
What a play.
What a play.
By Mira. Capitao immediately super low, but is on a but was letting go, holding down that trigger, letting it fly, full send, however you want to phrase it. But Jaeger also super lit, and that, like I said, as I was just talking about, that is their top fragger. Extremely low. They do have a dock, but he is downstairs.
Boosting at them.
They don't have a dock. That timing.
Bad timing.
And that will be Twitch taken down, finally, by F6 Stick. Absolute amazing play. Taking out that top fragger. They did take out that Twitch, and they did. Spray's still active, even though he is low. He is still active. Capitao trying to make something happen here. Wall is open. C4 goes out. C4 misses. Looks like they're gonna go for a plant. Plant is starting. C4 wasted. That'll be 2 frags for the attackers. Another frag.
Attackers
A
are
hole coming
activating
down
the diffuser.
to the pulse. Did it all for his team. We'll get 1. 1v3.
Can Pulse do it?
No, he cannot. It will
he
turn out to a
cannot.
pistol duel with the thermite, and it will be him. I think he did down the IQ. Yeah, IQ was just prone. Okay, I thought he downed her. IQ was just prone. I was gonna say if he downed the IQ, it was a 1v2. It was a 1v2, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was a 1v3 still.
That is
just unable
Pharaoh with
to
the win.
7-4 for Pharaoh.
Yeah,
Very good performance from Pharaoh.
very good.
All right, now we will just get the leader of Pharaoh in here, and you know. I believe it will be Pharaoh Ares, at least in the Discord. It's not his gamer tag, but in the Discord it is Pharaoh Ares. Alright, let me just... Just one moment while I try to figure out. There it is. You can invite one teammate, sure. Just make sure you include audio, and we'll try not to keep it too. We'll try to keep it a little calm in here, not too rowdy with the four of us.
Pete, where do I start with you?
You get Taylor? Okay.
So, Pharaoh. GG's, first off, GG's. Well
Yeah,
played.
GG's.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna say it again because someone just joined. Remember to include your audio. Throwing it out there. So let's start with your defense. Start with your defense. Your defense was a little shaky on some rounds. You really only had 2 solid defensive rounds. You had a few rounds where you looked like you were gonna win, but then were snatched at the end by the attackers, or maybe by some last-second frags, or maybe just some missteps in general. But you only won 2, and then you came out on defense, and attack, and you didn't drop a single round. What happened?
Well, basically the whole attitude changed too. I don't know, defense, it just seemed like we were just shaky, like not really, there wasn't a lot of good comms, we weren't really there. But then for attacking, everyone was just on point with perfect calls. Everyone was relying on teammate callouts, and everything was just going perfectly as it should be. I
think
really
a big
shaky on
reason
defense,
was at least on defense, a big reason is that we lost is we had a brand new player that we have no connection with at all. We just got him, and the connection there wasn't that good, and he didn't really know the strats.
I mean, he really showed up on attack though, I'll tell you that though.
Yeah, he played
Was
big.
it Fire and Ice?
No,
Was
that
it Fire and
no.
Ice? Oh, okay.
That was Snorri. That'd be Snorri.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say because Fire and Ice absolutely showed up on attack.
Yeah,
Absolutely, that
one
Twitch
Twitch round where he
was
just walked down stairs and literally.
ace. I mean, you can't really talk about. But actually, while you're here, I might as well ask, or at least congratulate you for that mirror round on defense. What were you on?
I was slamming. I was just going.
You were gunning.
Yeah, she's
They
a gunner.
couldn't peek me. They just couldn't peek me.
Yeah, no. So, JJ, do you have any questions for them?
Yes, I have some questions. So, the Habana and Maestro, have you guys seen Raven play? Was that strategic, or did you guys know that was who you guys were going to ban? How did you guys come up with that?
We didn't really plan on the Maestro. We planned on the Habana ban because we always just like to get Habana off the boards for bank because there's so many hatches and it just makes so much more easy them to know
Always a good
angles
ban.
they can hold.
Always a good ban.
Yeah.
Always a good ban.
We were debating between Habana or Jack, but went with the Habana ban. So. And the Maestro, yeah, we were.
I was a
we
little
wanted to
surprised
ban
to see the
Thatcher.
Maestro ban.
We did not
I
want
was
to ban
surprised to see
Thatcher.
I was surprised to see the Maestro ban pop up after Raven banned Echo. Having them both off the board can just make life of a defender a living hell, and obviously starting on defense like you did, I was a little shocked that you guys did that to yourselves. I have to admit.
We mainly did it due to us having strong mirror and smoke players. We knew that we would be able to hold it down, but we just couldn't pull it out.
Our real strong Maestro player wasn't here today either, so I mean.
Yeah.
Wow,
And then
okay.
for maps, why was Border the first map you guys decided to ban?
Yeah, that was instant. Like that was
Tired of
without
playing on it.
hesitation.
Play it too much.
Kind of
I'm just saying
see.
that.
We wanted
I'm
to.
tired of
see,
playing
we were,
on it.
See, we were hoping we saw Cafe and stuff was gone first. We're like, you know what? Let's shake this up and get rid of Border.
Okay. Now, how was the communication when you guys were on defense?
The 2 rounds that we won, the communication actually was very good, but the rest of them though, nah, it wasn't really all there. Like it was kind of a cluttery communication, and then it just completely rotated and flipped on attack. Like everything was crispy clean.
Nice. Okay, I can dig it. And do you have
So
any
I
more
think
questions,
that-
Zippy?
I'm gonna say I don't. So I think that about sums up this quick interview.
Yeah, and we
So
decided
once again,
we decided the aggressive plays on attack that were working, so we just kept up going with it. And it
yeah,
works.
absolutely.
Yeah, you guys definitely
Alright,
rushed
so-
and pushed, and I loved the attack. It was you guys switched it around 100%.
Yeah, that's why we run Finka there a lot, because of the aggression. So.
Yeah, Finka always a good up. All right, well, I don't know who wants to do it, but one of you, both of you, preferably not at the same time. Any shout outs you want to do? Last 30 seconds. You know the drill.
Taylor, go ahead. You can do that one.
Oh, shout out Korean Jesus and Ukrainian Jesus for holding it down.
Oh my god.
Just
That's my shout
I
out.
guess just normal shout out to everyone on the team there. Everyone showed up and had great comms and worked together as a team. So just shout out to all of them for showing up. And GG's and the Raven as well. So
Hashtag disturb the voices of bot.
Oh my god.
oh wait.
All right.